Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Humbly Adah, your personalized channel for everything, from personal introspection, life tips, trending topics, social issues, entertainment, and more. I am your host, Princess Adah, your favorite talkative introvert. In this episode, I will explore the important, yet often overlooked subject of becoming your own best friend. It's time we face this issue and learn to enjoy our own company just as much as we yearn for the companionship of others. Let's dive right in. Have you ever felt alone in the world and wishing you had a friend to share it with? Society often emphasizes the value of having a spouse, partner, or a lover. But what about the significance of friendship? I truly believe it's easier to get a spouse or lover than it is to get a real friend. It's a subject I've pondered for a while now. Over the decades, I have observed the declining value that friendship seems to be accorded. This depreciation of friendship is evident in the way many quickly claim friend status. People meet someone once, have a moment, and start claiming it's a friendship, only for it to wane when their interests no longer align. Unfortunate as it is, I've seen more friendships gradually becoming transactional. I call these vending machine friends. Just drop in the required currency, and out pops a friend. Many times, these friends are more enemy than friend, hence, frenemies, a word used for friends who are actually more like enemies. Betrayal is often the outcome of these relationships. In fact, history itself is replete with examples. Just look at Jesus. As I move along, I am reminded of how my mother would say, "Everyone isn't your friend. Some are mere associates and acquaintances." She often repeated this because I was very naive when it came to friendships in my youth. As a child, I often felt lonely. I was so desperate to have friends and be accepted and validated. I did everything my young mind could think of to get others to like me. Can I be transparent for a moment? I have given away my possessions, tried to buy friends, lie for them. I even lied to them to make myself seem more worthy of their friendship. I did favors and inconvenienced myself at any request. I endured countless punishments for deeds done in the name of friendship, and yet I could barely get these friends to even acknowledge me as a friend. I thought so little of myself. Though I felt unworthy of friends, I desperately believed I needed them. I spent years of countless efforts trying to be liked by my peers, and the saddest part was I didn't even like myself. It took many years of heartbreaks and disappointments from disingenuous friends for me to begin retreating into my own company. Through the solitude of being an introvert, I was able to master blending into the background and observing people. I made some invaluable observations. Firstly, I observed that many friendships were riddled with drama, envy, and lack of support. I had no desire to be entangled in any messy, catty, and low vibrational behavior. I had experienced enough of this in my youth. Secondly, I realized that I needed to learn to be alone, without feeling lonely, and loving my own company before expecting others to. Let me reiterate, you've got to be a friend to yourself before seeking friendship with others. If you don't like yourself, why would you think others will? We must truly learn what it is to be a friend. Can we expect friendship from others if we can't show ourselves friendly? The Bible says in Proverbs 18:24 that a man that hath friends must show himself friendly, and there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. Now apply this to yourself. Examine yourself. Are you a real sister or brother to yourself, or just to people you want to accept you? Allow me to be transparent again. In my youth, there were times when I was more of a sister to my so-called friends than I was to my actual sisters. I am not proud of this. Please understand, I love my sisters, but they were significantly younger than me, and the validation I was seeking was from my age mates. I was looking for my tribe amongst the enemies of my progress. I embodied Proverbs 18:24. I was wholeheartedly eager to be both a friend and sister. Unfortunately, without discernment, I failed to see I was befriending the wrong type of people. As I gained discernment, I paid closer attention to the fruit people were bearing. I began calculating the cost of all the time and energy I invested in this bad crop of fake friends. What I thought was a sound investment turned out to be a foolish and costly gamble. I was left with nothing but junk bonds and the lingering stench of rotten apples. I learned that all I had invested in others should have been invested into myself. It took a real paradigm shift to realize that I was the friend I was desperately searching for. As I spent more time with myself, I discovered how awesome I was. I was kind, creative, supportive, patient, and funny, among other things. I was the bestie I'd been seeking. Please don't take this out of context. I am not antisocial. I have met a few good souls here and there, but the majority of these acquaintances are brief interactions or seasonal connections. I would be a liar if I said I don't want a friend. My intentions are not to devalue the importance of other genuine friendships. There just comes a time when you have to set yourself apart and discover the friend within yourself first. It's futile to keep looking for validation, love, and support in others when it is already in you. There are two songs I want to suggest. Donald Lawrence and the Tri-City Singers, Encourage Yourself, and Jamila Woods' Holy. These songs help me when I begin feeling like I am not enough. Dear listeners, I hope you know how important it is to protect your peace, your time, and your energy. Do not compromise yourself, your morals, your faith, or your self-respect for the sake of a friendship. Having a true friend is amazing, but don't think your life is somehow less if you don't have any friends outside of self. Too often people compromise themselves to the point of their mental, spiritual, and emotional detriment, just to say they have a friend. Eartha Kitt once spoke on love and relationships. Let me quote her, but I will replace the word love and relationship with friendship. She said, "Compromise for what? A friendship is a friendship that has to be earned, not to be compromised for." And that love friendship is fantastic. There is nothing more beautiful than having a friendship. But friendship for the right reason. Friendship for the right purpose. When you have a friend, what is there to compromise about? I am a friend to myself, and I want someone to share this friendship with me. I want someone to share me with me. Though she was speaking of love, this speech applies to friendship. After all, what is friendship without love? So embrace falling in love with your own company before allowing others to join you and share in the friendship. This may sound selfish or even narcissistic to some, but they may not truly understand the value of discovering the great friend within yourself, which can only increase the quality of the friendships you have with others. May I suggest that you learn to laugh at your own jokes? Take yourself on fancy dinner dates, get dressed up and go dancing by yourself, and really enjoy dancing without a partner. Treat yourselves to a spa date, get a passport and travel, maybe take a cruise. Perhaps you may also consider fixing a romantic lunch. Grab a blanket and have lunch in the park and let nature be your date. Send yourself flowers. Wake up every day and greet yourself with a hug. Tell yourself how amazing and beautiful you are. Whatever it is that you expected others to do for you or with you, do it for and with yourself. Don't wait for anyone else to keep you company or validate you. Learn how to enjoy life with just yourself. Be the life of your own party and only allow proven friends to join you on your journey when your spirit leads you to accept them. But even if no one joins you, you will be just fine. One more thing, for those who are more in tune spiritually, remember, it could be that you have a greater purpose in life, and the Creator is setting you apart in this season, away from others, away from the distractions that other people can bring and be, to protect you and prepare you for your greater purpose. Being alone could be your time for healing, purification, prayer, and meditation, because you are chosen and you have to be ready when you are called. It may not be forever that you are alone, but just know it isn't necessarily a negative thing to be alone. Some of the greatest people you know about spent an extended time alone before starting their ministry, activism, or other great works. I just wanted to add this for my spiritually minded listeners. In conclusion, I urge those of you who think you have no friends or desire better friends to search within yourself. You may just discover the best friend you have been wanting and searching for is you. Thank you for joining me on this journey of self-discovery and self-love. We need to remember to become our own best friends. If we do not value our own friendship, how can we expect others to do the same? I am Princess Adah saying, see you later from the Humbly Adah podcast. For more stimulating talk, be sure to subscribe, like, and share. And of course, I'd love to hear from you, so please leave a comment. For all the interesting references, check the description below for links to the songs. Donald Lawrence and the Tri-City Singers, Encourage Yourself, and Jamila Woods, Holy. Don't forget you can follow me on Facebook at Princess Adah, Techie Ya, and Humbly Adah Media Productions. Also, please subscribe to my YouTube channels, Humbly Adah and Humbly Princess Adah, Techie Ya, 1611. Find me on TikTok at Princess Adah 16 and on Instagram at Princess Adah 1. Join me next week for another enriching episode.